check out that new style of playmat featured on 1000noble.com. So cool, so wow.
Hello everybody, my name is Connor and I am here with Purple Luffy versus Sakazuki. This camera angle is a little bit horrible, so sorry about that, but we're going to talk about this game and we're going to go into another game. And I'm sure you guys are like, where's Iron Man? I haven't gotten a chance to really look into Kuro and I didn't want to rush it, so I decided to go ahead and post this video. Sakazuki playing on the TCG to search out the POV. That card, pretty solid. I know it's getting a little bit of play in Smoker, but I don't know. I think Sakazuki has some heat behind him a little bit. I think he has potential to be pretty fun. And I think that these games are going to prove to you guys that, hey, maybe he's not bad. Granted, it's also going to prove to you guys that, wait a second, Connor's a little bad. But tapping 3, I think playing down, I want to say that's the Garp blocker. The camera angle is atrocious. It is the Garp blocker. Swinging 5, and I counter out with the Queen. Going to 4 Dawn. We do have, we have a couple options. We could just raw play the Sangoro, or we could play the Queen to get some cards in hand after, of course, leader ability. So we swing 5, just trying to get a card out of hand, see if maybe they'll block with Garp and let him go, but they block and counter, which is fine. Going ahead to leader ability, we get another Queen. We love Queen in this house. And of course, we pick to play the shiny Queen. And we get Magellan. That's kind of, I really wanted to be able to drop Magellan this turn. But I go ahead and I trash Queen. I don't know what it is about me and thinking Queen is a draw 2, trash 2. It is a draw 2, trash 1. So we trash the Sanji. That is an issue. I don't know why I can't read. I'm sorry. But we trash Queen and Sanji. And we go ahead and pass turn. Our opponent thinking about what they want to play. And I think I am helping my buddy learn to play next to me. So if it is a little disconnected here, my bad. I think they end up leaving partially through this game. But they go ahead and Sakazuki effect to discard the Ice Age to actually minus Queen by 1, and then use Garp ability to minus Queen by another 2, I believe. And then they end up tapping 3, and with Garp and what is his name? Sakazuki. I wanted to call him Smoker. One of those Navy guys. They end up being able to pop Queen with Kobe. So doing a really good job of keeping my board clear, which is a bit of a pain in my ass. But thankfully we do have Magellan. And Magellan into black matchups. Pretty strong. So we get the Blocker Law, which isn't terrible. I'm actually considering dropping Blocker Law from my list. So I'd be interested in what you guys think about that. And what are we at now? I think 7 Dawn. I'm thinking Magellan's probably going to come down this turn. I literally have Magellan in there just to ruin the curve of black decks. We go ahead, draw for turn. We get the Onami. That's pretty good. 6. So yeah, we have 6 Dawn. I think this is a Magellan turn. Swinging 6 at lead, and he takes. There we're doing it. We hit his life, dropping 5 to play down the Magellan. I think Magellan just so good. If you see him, he makes it hard for you to, he makes it hard for your opponent to kill him anyway, because who wants to go down 2 Dawn? It's pretty big. So we go ahead, play down the Magellan. My opponent's going, and did they minus a Dawn? They may, no, I think they did, but yeah, because they're at 3 Dawn now, I believe. So or 4 Dawn. I can't see. This camera angle is not my favorite. I thought it was like fire. It's not fire. I'm sorry, guys. I think this is the only video I took at this camera angle. So they go ahead, get their Dawn, and they're just asking for clarification on Magellan, making sure they understand the Magellan fully. Understandable. And they end up trashing Hina to minus. They trash Hina with Sakazuki and minus Magellan. Oh my, I cannot remember names. Garp ability to minus Magellan as well, and then they end up popping Magellan, costing them 2 Dawn. So I'm pretty bummed that I don't get that body on board to swing, but their board is Kobe's, so they need to invest Dawn in that. Now that he's behind on Dawn, that's pretty good. He swings, I think that is 6 if I'm not mistaken. No, the 5, excuse me. 5, and we go ahead and 1k out, and it looks like another 5 with Tashigi coming at us, and I give him the 2k. I think Nami is pretty good. Oh, I wanted to keep Nami, but we couldn't. And hey, we draw into her. Look at that. You know what? I'm just too good at this game. No, I do feel like I play this game pretty poorly. I think when I played this, it's been a while since I played Purple Luffy, and I was very distracted. You know, this work week was hell. So my brain's not fully there, but my heart is. So we go ahead and we leader ability. Ramp a Dawn here, getting us to 8 Dawn, so we can drop. It's tough. Okay, I don't know if I'm misunderstanding the Nami, but I think we're at 8, so that when I get to Luffy Taro -1, and I play the Nami, and I don't think I get, so I don't use her ability because I'm only at 7 Dawn currently, and because I had to -1 to play Luffy Taro. I think I'm doing that right. Let me know if I'm not. Yeah, I feel like that's correct, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure. But we go ahead, swing, and pass turn. They're still sitting at a decent amount of life. We kind of have a small hand here, and I'm not a fan of that. They end up minusing the Luffy Taro, and then gravity blading, which I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I can't keep anything on my board. Like, this is insane. I am really struggling. I am not happy at this moment. I end up 2K'ing out of the leader swing, and then Garp ability, going ahead to bottom deck 1. I'm gonna feel really silly if that's not Garp. I'm 90% sure that's Garp though. And we get a Sangoro, which is not really what we needed at this moment. Yeah, I think I'm really hurting at this point. Just not being able to keep anything on field. I think my play here is actually really interesting. I go ahead and Luffy Taro again to play out Sangoro. And oh, this is not the hit play I thought it was. And swing 7, we get a hit, so they do have 1 in hand now. They had no life. I just need some of these to stick. And I mean, I think you guys can see that he's really low on hand size now, but he's just been able to completely destroy my board. Another Garp, I believe, comes down. That sure looks like Garp. Has that same silly demeanor as Garp, so yeah, 2 cards in hand. He's got a pretty big board. I feel like if he wanted to split Dawn and swing, he could. I don't think he could get there, but because most of his bodies are low cost bodies, but he ends up tapping 4 to play Rebecca to get back what looks to be a Garp. Oh no, that's Kobe, excuse me. I know my differences between the Navy guys, I promise. So the Garp, or he gets the Garp off the Rebecca, and I think he's bottom decking something off of Garp ability to minus. Thankfully, he only has like 1 Dawn up, so there's a good chance I won't. There's a good chance that maybe these will stick, okay? Yeah, and he is just gonna swing the, I think that is 5 with Kobe, and I take getting 0 cost, not very useful here. We end up 1K'ing out of the leader ability, and I think that is turn. Yep, he goes ahead and passes turn, and I just think that, you know, I feel like blue and black is a really good combination, and I feel like even though this new Sakazuki is not as good as old Sakazuki, I feel like there is a world where he is not as bad as everyone says. And honestly, playing against this leader was really interesting. So I swing 6 into Kobe, getting another Magellan, which not great. They go ahead and block with the Rebecca, and I really am like, okay, I don't have much in hand. Like, this is not great. So we swing the 8 into Kobe just to clear board, and he's got 1 in hand. Granted, I think there's a possibility I could have gone for game here, but I like this play. Here's what I do. So we end up tapping the 5 to play out Franosuke, giving him 2 Dawn. 1 Dawn gives him rush. He's rushing now, so very cool. We swing, and we go ahead and swing again, and we get the blocker Garp. So that guy, one of the blocker Garps is gone. That is great. I really am looking for a Kaido. Yeah, I really like the Kaido in this list. I think Kaido technically gets replaced by 7 cost Sanji with Rush, but I don't know. I think Kaido is really good. But yeah, I'm thinking about trying a little bit of a different list, potentially dropping the Laws. I feel like I use Law as counter more often than not. But the brand new comes out, and the Tashigi search as well. He's really searching. I think just the ability that he has of 2 searchers, pretty solid. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I want to know what you guys think. Does Sakazuki have legs? I think he does. I think that I don't think he's gonna be like a tier 1 lit deck anymore, for sure. But I think he has potential to do well in a more relaxed and fun meta, perhaps. I wouldn't know what a relaxed and fun meta is, but yeah. I don't know. I don't think he's as bad as everyone says. But the Helmeppo comes down, minusing the Luffy Taro. Garp ability to minus again. And yeah, I'm a little worried. I don't have a ton of counter in hand. I'm hoping that we can live here. I think that we really need to see Kaido though, because yeah, I mean his board is full of small guys, but he ends up popping the Luffy Taro with the Kobe. Kind of cringe making best friends kill each other like that. And then let's see, with 2 Dawn left, there's a good chance he just swings. I think he just swings into my life. I really like Sangoro. I think Sangoro is so good. Yeah, he swings 7 into Sangoro, and I just 2k out. I know I need to keep Sangoro alive. I need that extra card draw. I really want Kaido. Potentially. I do have 3 swings, and I think he has no cards in hand and 1 blocker, if I'm seeing correctly. As I mentioned, the camera angle fucking bad, but we swing Sangoro just to see if we can draw. And actually, I think I goof here, because I think I could have just played the Usohachi to rest the Garp. But we swing in here, we block Garp, and then we swing the rest on lead, and we are able to get it. So I guess technically not a goof, but could have done better. Could have Usohachi'd. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump into the second game, and I'm gonna show you guys what the hell happened here. Alright, so here we are, second game. I am going at second here. Looks like my opponent first turned and passed, and we do the same. I think this is the mulligan, and it is not great. We do have the Zorojuro, which is nice, but yeah, besides that, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Little lack of counter there, but they go ahead, get the brand new search, get the Tashigi, and tap 1 to play the Tashigi, searching for something to ruin my day, I'm sure. Classic Sakazuki, though, trying to ruin Luffy's day. That sounds lore accurate, as the kids say. He ends up getting... What is that? I can't see because my hand's in the way. I once again, sorry about the angle. This is not a good angle. Ice Age. It is Ice Age. I knew it was an event that was blue. And then they swing... I think they swing 5. We counter out with the Nami. Yeah, definitely feel like I don't utilize that blocker Nami as much as I would like to. But I think with our 4 Dawn here, I feel like this game I play poorly because I am nervous about losing to Sakazuki. Like, I don't want to be the guy that loses to Sakazuki, but hey, so we go ahead, we ramp to 5, tapping 5, dropping Magellan. So getting the Magellan off early, really, really nice. Going ahead, minusing a Dawn there, and passing turn. So getting that big body on board, minusing a Dawn. We're starting off pretty strong, much stronger than last game, I feel. But, you know, I'm here to throw games that are easily winnable and for you guys to be like, why does this idiot have a YouTube channel? And I'll tell you why. Anyone can have a YouTube channel. So he goes ahead and drops Helmeppo to minus Magellan by 3. Tapping 2 more Dawn to Houndblaze to bottom deck Magellan. That really hurt, honestly. That was so... Yeah, I mean, Houndblaze in itself is just such a good card, as we all know from the original Sakazuki games. He swings the Suru there, and I think Suru becomes a 6, so I had to counter out with 2. The 5, and I end up taking, we get a blocker Law. Not terrible, not great. We get another Magellan, or excuse me, that's not Magellan, that's Kaido. We get Kaido in hand, which is not exactly where I want to be, not even close to what I want to have. I think a Luffy Taro would be really good. We do have the Zoro to search for Luffy Taro. But I am definitely feeling pretty skittish, so I would not be surprised if I played that blocker Law. I could potentially play down the Bon Clay. I think Bon Clay is a decent option here. And I think that is what we call poor dominant management there. Leaving 2 up. Yeah, so the Zoro comes down. Just getting a search off, and I was looking for Luffy Taro. And here I'm reading, making sure it is 5. So bottom decking a Queen kind of stinks. I'm okay bottom decking a Kaido. We have, I think, 2 in hand. Yeah, 2 Kaidos in hand. I'm thinking my best bet is probably to take one of the 2K options I have. As much as I would love to take Sangoro to get that draw. But realistically, into a, removal deck such as Sakazuki, I am not keeping Zoro or Sangoro on board. And we go ahead and pass turn. Definitely should have swung 7 instead of swinging 5. I think that was just because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, and just poke, see if I get a card out of hand. Definitely a mistake there, I think. I think it would have been better to just, So he ends up dropping Sakazuki to pop my Zoro. Once again, I can't keep things on board. The removal is removing, my friends. And he ends up swinging 5, and I give him the Bon Clay. I don't know. I could have played down the Bon Clay to get an extra ramp here and then have a large swing next turn, but seeing how badly he's been removing, I'm sure he could have easily removed Bon Clay. But we are at 9 Dawn, so I think I'm going aggro here, and I'm gonna drop Kaido, which I don't hate that play. We drop Kaido. I think we pop Sakazuki with it, which that's good. I'm okay with that. We end up minusing our Dawn, minusing 5 Dawn there, and popping the Sakazuki. I'm absolutely okay with that. We swing 5 at life, and they end up taking it. They go to counter out, and they decide they want to take it instead, and we pass turn not swinging Kaido. I think that was a mistake. Yeah, because I think he's still at 2 life. I think that was definitely a mistake. I think I should have just swung into... should have just swung into life. I think I didn't want to give him something else to swing into, maybe. Don't know why I did that. I definitely think that I should have swung Kaido. That's really dumb of me. Holy shit, I'm dumb. Why do you guys watch me? You watch me so you know what not to do when you play. That makes sense. That was really, really bad. I am embarrassed, but hey, we're gonna post it. We're gonna talk about it. And we're gonna shame me into never doing something so silly again. But my opponent, playing down the, that card. It's not Tashigi. What is her name? I don't remember her name. I'll post a picture. She bounces something back to my hand. So that's honestly insane. Like, what is that? You trash, I think, 1 or 2 cards, and then he bounced Kaido back to my hand. Like, now I'm at less on, and I played Kaido for nothing. So that really, yeah, okay. I'm seeing maybe Sakazuki isn't as, maybe Sakazuki doesn't have that much heat, but I definitely am playing this rather poorly. But we counter out of the 2 swings, and now I think we're at, what is that? Like, yeah, why didn't I swing that Kaido, dude? What was my thought there? I'm forever shaking and crying. But now my opponent has a full board, and I have no board, so that's also really unfortunate. With 6 Dawn, we can play the Sanji blocker, and we can drop Sanji blocker. There's my friend Kyle popping into the video. Very cool. Hi, Kyle. We love you. Anyway, with 6 Dawn, I go risky, and I go ahead and ramp, and we get the Luffy Taro. Not sure if it's the play, but I do think that I'm gonna Sangoro and then drop Zoro Juro and then drop Sanji. So we do Zoro. There's 9 Mom. There's this is what we call basically a whiff. The only thing we can take is Nami, which is not what we wanted. I think getting 9 Mom would have been really helpful. Granted, we're not really at the dawn to use 9 Mom, which, yeah, that bouncing Kaido back really hurt. So we swing 5 into one of the smaller bodies, the Tashigi, I believe, and we establish a board. And yeah, so we did go risky there to ramp. Granted, if we survive next turn, we will be at 9 again, so we can drop Kaido once again and potentially go for game. But yeah, I think not swinging the Kaido really cost me. Absolutely. So Gravity Blade comes out, and yeah, that's tough. Gravity Blade is a monster, man. I think even if we drop Kaido, there's not much we can do. So he ends up swinging 5. I give him the Nami to counter, and as you guys can see, I kind of don't have a lot of counter in hand, so that's definitely unfortunate. He ends up swinging 5. I counter 1, and I end up taking. We get the Law. I don't think I should have taken. I think at this point I can't keep my board alive. It's incredibly frustrating. It's bringing me back to old Sakazuki days. Like, oh my god. And yeah, with this board, I think there's nothing I can do to really win the game. So I am thinking about blockering up, it looks like. But is that even the play? Who knows? I think realistically we should just go aggro, but I think I am gonna drop. I don't even think I could play. Yeah, because I can't play. I could drop Law. I could drop Law and Sanji, because I'm not low. No, I can't drop Law and Sanji. I'm not low enough to drop Sanji for cheap, if I'm not mistaken. I think. I think that he's at 2 life. The layout will tell you guys otherwise. But I think that, yeah, no, I just played this second game so poorly. And I do have a lot of bricks in my hand. I haven't gotten a 0 cost. And having that Kaido bounce back after not swinging is that's awful. So yeah, I'm taking my time to think about how I can win this, and I don't think there's a way, realistically. I tap 4 to play the Law, and yeah, I think with the rest, there's nothing I can do. I don't have a queen. I don't have anything that's 5. Like, my draws are not good, and I think I should have gone Kaido. I swing there, big there, and realistically a 4 cost body he's gonna be able to pop. I have no counter in my hand. Like, why I didn't swing with that Kaido is beyond me. It's so bad. He ends up playing down a brand new to do some searching. That's gonna keep me up at night. That's gonna literally keep me up at night. What am I doing? No wonder I've been having trouble getting decent games at tournaments. I'm doing dumb shit like this. Yeah, I think that's game, honestly. Because with the amount of removal that Sakazuki has and the amount of removal he showed us in the prior game, like, I don't think I can really keep much on board. But he does take the Kuzan from the brand new search, I believe, playing out the Kuzan to draw a card. And I think here I am thinking there is some hope, you know, popping something and potentially swinging in pretty big. But yeah, realistically, I think I'm screwed. Granted, I did I did take life pretty aggressively, when potentially I shouldn't have, especially without having bodies on board. But I mean, Sakazuki's been able to just remove every body I've played, really. I think I do think I did get pretty unlucky with the amount of bricks in my hand this game, but yeah, he minuses one with the Hina, with Sakazuki ability, and then he goes ahead and trashes the Suru to play down something, Kobe, to pop that, and swings 5, and I counter out to 6, passing turn. Yeah, I think, what could I have done here? He's got 1 in hand. I think he has 2 life at this point, so even if I were to hit everything, yeah, see, at the end here, I feel like I am just, like, stemming the bleeding. Like, I should really just let it die. But we go ahead, we Onami to get some cards in hand, trashing a Kaido, and check it out, we get a 0 cost. So, decent idea, but I think it's too little too late. We swing pretty big. Yeah, he goes 2. If we can live this next turn, we can, I think, get there with the other Kaido in hand. But the Kuzan on board, being able to, you know, swing 4 and basically negate my Nami. I think I do it. If I don't end up blocking Nami, I don't end up blocking with Nami. I should have just blocked with Nami. Yeah, Hound Blaze is gonna bottom deck Nami. Yeah, that was dumb. That was a big misplay there too. Yeah, I think I feel like I've definitely checked out of this second game here. Just, you know, as somebody who hates playing against black decks, getting removal to death, and then, yeah. I mean, Sakazuki, I don't think he's as terrible as people think. I don't think he's great. I think he's maybe C tier. But hey, you know, I think I don't want to say he could beat me like he did beat me, but I do think I misplayed. But hey, you know what? I think every deck has some capability of being viable. So if a leader interests you, go and play it. Make that deck. I will probably be playing a blue-yellow ace variant that looks very fun and very stupid. Probably just casually, but, you know, we'll see. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys these games. I thought it would be really fun, and God, living through that second game was a fucking nightmare. I'm not gonna lie, that was awful. I'm so mad at myself. But hey, I never claimed I was good at this game, but I'll shut up now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked this video, hit that like button down below. Helps me out more than you can ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.